that you can compare. So all of these have negative exponents. I'm going to do the reciprocal and then do what the exponent says. If I do 1/2 to the -1, I would make it 2 over 1 to the +1, which is just 2 then. If I have 1/2 to the -2, I make it 2 over 1 to the +2. 2 squared is 4, and now I can compare 2 is less than 4. So if I'm doing 2 to the -2, I'm going to rewrite it as
1 over -4.
No.
1 over 4.
I'm going to write it as 1/2 to the second power, so I get 1 over 4. Right? The reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. Then I'm going to make it a +2 exponent, and 1/2 squared is 1/4. If I do 1/2 to the -2,
is less than 4.
it's going to be less than 4, because this is going to be 2 over 1 squared, like the top one, and I'm going to get 4, and 1/4 is going to be less than 4 then. So 2 to the -1 power would be 1 over 2. 1 over 2 to the first, which is still 1 over 2. 2 to the -2 power would be
Wouldn't that be a negative?
no, because the base isn't negative, the exponent is negative.
Oh.
So it would be 1/4, because I do 1/2 to the +2, which then makes it 1/4. So it'd only be negative, or might be negative, if the base number was negative, and I don't have any negatives on my base number, just my exponents. So 1/2 compared to 1/4.
1/2 is greater than
1/2 is greater than 1/4. If you weren't sure, you would make your common denominator, which happens to be 4. 1/2 is 2/4, and we know 2/4 is bigger than 1/4. So if you needed to, or you could change them to decimals. 1/2 is 0.5, 1/4 is 0.25, and so you could compare them that way if you weren't sure on your fractions. So, quick way to think about this is, you think about what 4 squared is, but then you have to do the reciprocal because your exponent is negative. 4 squared is 16, so the reciprocal means I'm going to have 1 over 16, right? 4 to the -2 would be 1 over 16. 4 to the -1 would be
4.
1 over 4,
4.
because I have to do the reciprocal since my exponent is negative. 1/16 compared to 1/4.
1/16 is less than
1/16 is less than 1/4. So if I'm doing 1/4 to the -1, I'm going to get
4.
4. 4 to the -2 would be
1/16.
1/16, exactly. 4 squared is 16th, but my exponent is negative, so I had to do the reciprocal 1/16. 4 compared to 1/16, well, we know a whole number is bigger than a fraction. So on the next one, we have 4 to the -2, which we already did and said was 1/16. If I have 1/4 to the -2, what am I going to get?
1/8.
Nope.
Or 1/16.
Nope.
Wait.
If it was a +2, it would be 1/16.
Negative 1/16.
No.
Wait.
What does the negative do?
I'm confused, Kate. Some of them have parentheses with.
The parentheses don't make a whole lot of difference.
Oh, they don't.
No. If there were negative on the bases, it'd make a difference, but since they're positive bases, it really doesn't make much difference. But what does the negative do? The negative does the reciprocal.
16.
So it's going to be 16 instead of 1/16, right?
Yes.
So the negative does the reciprocal of your base. flips it upside down. So if it's a fraction, it became a whole number. If it was a whole number, it becomes a unit fraction. 1/16 is less than 16. We'll find out on 12 if we got this straight yet. So 1/2 to the negative 2 power. Would be 4, exactly. 1/2 to the negative 1 power
2.
would be 2. 4 is greater than 2. 2 to the negative 2 power.
1/4.
1/4. 1/2 to the negative 2 power
4.
would be 4. 1/4 is less than 4. 1/2 to the negative 1 power
2.
is 2. And 2 to the negative 2 power,
1/4.
1/4. 2 is greater than 1/4. Worst case, punch it into your calculator and you should get the right things, but really that's all that's doing. If you have a negative exponent, I have to do the reciprocal. So if it was a fraction, it became a whole number. If it was a whole number, it became fraction. Now,